Record. Okay, I'm recording. This is our team meetup, our Be Well Tribe meetup, and today is Monday, May 18th, which is also Tanya's birthday. Happy birthday!
Thanks.
So it is such an exciting day, and we just wanted to kind of celebrate some successes, go over some team stats, share a best practice. So actually that best practice is going to be Tanya highlighting the fact that she just finished her first workout program, and I wanted her to share some of that. And then Casey's going to talk about our new Energize flavor and just Energize overall, so that anybody that may not have tried it yet can get another side, another perspective of it. And then we have a really fun bonding activity that is going to be like 5 to 7 minutes at the end that I'm really excited about. It's really dorky and it's really funny, and Neil's excited too. So we'll go ahead and kick it off. I want to go ahead and celebrate success. So I would love for each of us, since we have 5 of us on the call, I'm just counting boxes. We have 5 of us on the calls. I would love for you just to share one win that you've had this week. It can be nutritionally, it can be business, it can be family life, it can be mentally, whatever you want to celebrate. I want to hear one celebration from each of you.
Like in the past 7 days?
I would say that would be good. Okay. Yeah. Especially if we start doing this regularly.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I finally got to go backcountry backpacking this weekend and camping.
That's so cool.
I had to go to Kentucky because Tennessee is still not letting you do overnights.
Right. Where did you go in Tennessee?
We went to Land Between the Lakes, and it's freaking beautiful out there.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I've been in a really long time to there. I was really young last time I went. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was in middle school the only time I've been out there, so it was nice to be out there as an adult.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. All right. Anya, you want to go?
This week? Mm-hmm. Or I should say like last week?
Yeah, like last week, this past weekend.
I guess me posting like a snapshot of my workout was a win.
Yeah.
Because that was very hard, but I did it just to do it.
Yeah.
On
it
Facebook.
Was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. It was so cute. I remember you said something like, this move is really hard, or this move's, I don't remember what the words were, but I remember like being like,
I said, I don't think I really like this move here.
That's what it was. I don't think I really like this move. And I was like, oh yeah, that one really sucks.
Yeah.
Jessica, you go?
Sure. I will say, I guess trying to be more consistent with everything. The workouts, being in the test group has helped, I think, with that. And also trying to keep up with that book, which is really great. I don't know, just mindset feels better overall. Like I feel kind of a shift in the last week or so.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. Yeah, Jessica's in a test group right now with one of our fitness programs, and she can't tell us anything about it, and I'm dying to know what she's doing. That's all she can tell me is she's in a test group. But yeah, we saw that there was a prenatal and postnatal test group, and I was like, Jessica, will you please apply so I can live vicariously through you? And I thought she would be able to tell me what was happening. And then she signed all these contracts, and she's like, I can't tell you anything. And I was like, okay, fine. But that's awesome. That is such a huge win, and I'm really glad that you signed up and did the test group, because that was kind of the biggest thing I thought for you, was it would really provide some more consistency and some, because you kind of have to. Like, yeah. And I'm glad that you're liking the Everything is Figure-Outable book. I've really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Oh, and the other thing about the test group that's pretty funny is, you have to send in stuff to them, like little, like, I mean, I don't think this is something I shouldn't share, but like you have to send them in like videos and your pictures and stuff. And
yeah.
So, me, I've never posted videos or done anything. So it took me and Dwight both like over an hour to figure out where in the room we could set up the phone, because they're like, we want on the phone and it has to be like this and it has to be like that. And I was like, what are you doing right now? Like, Jessica
and Dwight probably actually cursed me at one point, being like, why did you agree to this?
No. But I'm in my head, I'm like, well, maybe this means once I'm done, I'll start like sharing stuff and get more involved in that part of it, because that's been one thing that I've always kind of shied away from. And
you have gone back and forth between, do you want to show up and share and post and invite people, or do you not, because you know that you don't really want to go back to work necessarily? And yeah, I mean, this could be a great testing point for it. So I'm really proud of you for going through the test group and just kind of seeing. Yeah. Well, good job. Neil, do you want to share what you want?
Yeah, I guess mine win maybe for the last week, I'll say, is stuck to my nutrition pretty well. Gets a little relaxed on the weekend. I do have a cheat day in there, and the cheat day may have started like Saturday night and all of Sunday, but it's, other than that, it's been pretty clean overall. So
yeah, I think you talked to your nutrition coach about all this. There was some complaining in the house.
Talked to my nutrition coach and agreed to
try it,
to get a base structure.
Mm-hmm.
So
to see if it worked. So he's following Portion Fix right now. Yeah, for the most part. Minus the one cheat day we follow Joel's Lift 4 rules.
Yeah, Lift 4, Portion Fix.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, cool. One of my business wins I wrote down was I contacted everyone about the group, and I was really proud of myself because there had been some coaches that I haven't really talked to as much, and I just felt really good about that. Like, it just kind of was like, okay, like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. And so it just made me feel really good. And Neil drove all the way to the zoo. It was an hour away. And I literally just sent voice message and text message and voice messages to like all the people. So that felt really good. And then the other win is we cleaned out our back bedroom because it was really scary back there. And we can actually walk in. It's beautiful now, but like, you couldn't walk in there. So those are our wins, my win. And I know I say ours because we both would probably claim that. We may have celebrated with some whiskey and Coke when we finished. We were like, oh, this is amazing. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna share some team stats. So right now, I'll just be honest, we're snagging all of our stats off of Michelle Kellogg and what she shares in Team Give, because I have not been really checking team stats as good as I could. And I apologize, it was right there. So it says month of March, this is actually April. But the goal that Michelle always says, is to go for 500 PV. I don't know where it just went. Oh, here we go. To go for 500 PV, which PV is personal volume, which means anything that you sell or that you personally buy. There's some videos in Team Give that really go a little bit deeper into what 500 PV means. But you'll see we have a ton of people with a ton of different points on the board. And so sometimes I just want you guys to also know how to read this. So you'll see right here, Cassie is one of our girls, and she has a 2 and then a 73. So it's not formatted quite correctly, but what that means is she actually had Success Club 2 and then 73 personal volume points for the month. Same with Hannah Pfeiffer. She's one of our girls, Success Club 2 and 55 volume points for the month. Whereas Ari, who is one of our girls, had 91 volume points, but there was no Success Club. Same with Bobby, 90 volume points. So it's just kind of really cool to see just where you're at. And I remember volume being so over my head for so long. If you go to the coach office and you just search volume video, you can learn a little bit more. But like I said, there's also things in Team Give, videos in Team Give, and I'll actually just show you where that's at, because I do think it's helpful to know where things are in Team Give when I'm talking about this. And what I think we'll do is we'll start announcing Success Club. I forgot to mark Casey out. Sorry, Casey hit Success Club 6 last month and went Emerald. So that is a huge team stat that we want to celebrate. Yes, it's really exciting. And so it's things like that are important if you're wanting to grow your business. But I'm going to click on units so that you guys can see where this is. And this is Team Give Fam. So units, and then volume goal equals 500. So there's just a little bit more about like, what does that mean? So it looks like 2 videos and then a list of the PV products. So like how much PV is everything worth? And then another video. So if you're interested in learning about how you could do that, because like I said, I didn't really understand it for the longest time. And I also was a coach for the longest time that honestly didn't really have great retention, and I'm still working on that. Whereas I would just be like, I wouldn't ever try to get anybody to do Shakeology for a second month, even though I like love the stuff. So my volume was always really low in comparison to some other coaches. Even though I was helping more and more people than those other coaches, I wasn't retaining those relationships. And I was retaining the relationship with the person. I was still helping them with their fitness journey, but I wasn't really talking about the importance of Shakeology. So that is one of the Shakeology. But I wanted to just share that with you guys. Like I said, we'll actually do some graphics next time. And then, are you hearing much sound? Okay, I'll mute. We got it. We're good. And so we'll do some of that next time. The next thing that I do want to share is I actually want to share a best practice. And so I am so excited. So Tanya joined with us. Gosh, it was about 2 months ago. And I was just like, you know what? Go ahead and get the 10 rounds pack. It's on sale. Maybe try the sample workout. Because she was signing up as a coach. And I was like, maybe try the sample workout and see if that one would be a good fit for you. We'll kind of go from there and see what workout would be good. But like, just go ahead and try this one. And then she tried it and she loved it. And she actually ended up completing her very first fitness program, which this is huge. So this is like the very first best practice of the entire coaching opportunity is to be a product of the product. So Tanya, I just wanted you to share briefly about your journey and kind of the roller coaster that could have happened. So go for it. You got the floor. Oh, let me unmute you. Hold on. There we go. And I'm going to mute myself.
So, yeah, so I've been like with Beachbody for like 10 years on and off, and I had joined different groups here and there, and I really enjoyed the workouts, but I don't know why I never finished one of them. Either it got boring or I knew a hard, like one of the workouts was a little harder than the other, so I was like, I don't want to do it today, and was skipping around. And then, you know, I did lose a lot of weight doing them, and then I was like, well, my weight's gone, I don't need to finish, you know, these workouts. But anyway, so then I finally was like, okay, I really need to commit and like just do it. And with the 10 rounds, I think what really helped was that one, it was it was vigorous, but it wasn't too vigorous, because there was like a break every 3 minutes to let you recuperate. And then, hold on, my dogs keep running in my room. And then it wasn't like crazy amount of different moves that you had to figure out how to do. It was simple moves, and you would learn them every week. You'd learn a new move. And so, yeah, it just, I don't know, it helped me stick with it because it wasn't like very overwhelming, I guess. And then from that, it kind of like boosted my confidence knowing that I was able to finish this workout. And yeah.
No, I love that. And I think that's one of the things that I would say, until you go through a program from start to finish, we'll underestimate that whole confidence boost. Because you're like, no, I'm good. I'm doing the workouts. I'm good. But when you actually like do something from start to finish, that confidence boost is so different. And Tanya also decided her next program was going to be 80-Day Obsession, which is like a no joke program. It's like our hardest program besides maybe P90X and Insanity. Those three are like all like equally probably very difficult. But on top of that, Tanya was like, okay, I'm going to do this nutrition thing. And so talking, and I was like, okay, you got to try Ultimate Portion Fix then. And you know what? Like, let's do the coach certification with it so that you can really learn it. Because Autumn's training in the coach certification is just phenomenal. Because she talks about how do you post and share on social media and some of it. And so, anyways, I'm just really excited for you, and I'm just really proud of you for putting in this effort. Like, it's awesome. Like, it's really impressive.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you so much for sharing. Casey, would you share with us our product highlight, which is Energize? We're going to talk about the crack, the energy boosting crack of Energize. And if Jeff is there and wants to share his story too, that would be cool.
No, he's in the other room taking care of some stuff. I'm
Okay.
actually making sure he doesn't walk in here because it's likely he'll be without clothes. So I'm just
Okay. Be like, cover up your camera. All right, I'm gonna mute myself and I'll let you share.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, I know a lot of you people call it mom crack, and I call it mom crack too because I can totally see why you would want to have it. If I were a mom, I think that it would definitely make my life a lot easier. I was kind of like skeptical about trying Energize because it is labeled a pre-workout, and I've always like had pretty good success with just like working out and just getting it done once I got it started. So I'm like, oh, I don't need that. But then I was at a retreat last summer with Tamara and Neil, and they let me try the Energize for the first time. And then I think we did a PIO workout, which was, to me, was pretty hard workout back then. I'm actually doing PIO now. I've got 2 weeks before I'm finished with it. But afterwards, I was like, okay, I see what everyone talks about. I love this. So I went home and ordered it immediately. And I think that it's really helpful to have it before your workouts because a lot of times if you're in like that funk and you just don't want to get your workout done and then you take it, sometimes it makes you feel better. You wait about 30 minutes, you're like, okay, I feel better, I can do this. Or you're like, man, I just took my pre-workout and I kind of have to work out now. Like, I don't want to waste it, right? So then you go and you do the workout and then the energy lasts too. So it isn't just to get you through your workout. I feel like I have a lot more energy after my workouts when I do the Energize than I do without the Energize for sure. One of my favorite things about it is I can tell in my body and in my brain when it's kicked in almost. Because my focus is just it's like something snaps and my focus is there and I'm like, okay, let's push as hard as I can, let's go. And I think that's really neat. I haven't really had anything that's done that for me, not even coffee. And I drink coffee every day now, I think just because the comfort. I don't really need it because the Energize is way better than the coffee. I've never had coffee give me that clarity and the focus and just like being able to lift the brain fog like Energize. On that note, with the whole lifting the brain fog, Jeff and I were actually talking today when we were grocery shopping, and he's been using Energize every morning before work. And like sometimes he doesn't sleep very well, and he'll wake up and like feel like his head's in a vice, and like he just can't like think straight. And he'll do the Energize, and like 10 minutes later, it's a totally different Jeff. And I'll be like, oh, did you take some Energize? And he's like, yeah, I feel so much better. And then when we were buying coffee today, I asked him, I was like, well, maybe we can switch to tea and you just do the Energize. And I think he's actually considering that because we discussed that Energize does something for us that coffee never has. And we like it. It just feels better. So that being said, it is crack. And once you try it one time, you will want to buy it every month.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And it's so true. I agree about because it took me 2 years before I ever bought it as a coach because I kind of was like, no, it's a pre-workout and I'm doing fine in my workouts. So I was the same way. I'm like, it's a pre-workout. Like I don't really need this. And I had kind of thought about like Neil's pre-workouts when we had done like back in our gym days and stuff before we had kids, and Neil would be like, please only take like a quarter of a scoop because it's going to make you shaky. And I just remember like being scared of it, of like that stuff because I didn't want to get shaky. And so that's what I also love about Energize. I have had somebody though, who was it? Tanya, was it you? It was you recently that took 2 scoops, right? Her first time took 2 scoops and she was like, I don't know about this. And I was like, oh my God, did you take 2 scoops? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, no, not the first time. I mean, like, unless if you like have a really good caffeine, like you're just like caffeine. It's not even the caffeine, it's the quercetin. It's beta-alanine.
Yeah, no, I was second what Casey said, though. It is good. I've had a lot of pre-workouts over the years. A lot of guys do, but and most of them, they will get you going for the whatever 30 minutes or an hour that you're working out, but then afterwards you're just drained and all you want to do is lay on the couch.
Yeah, totally.
But Energize, actually, you have more energy for the next 4 or 5 hours of your morning after you work out and you take it. I'm actually not taking it right now because I'm doing some intermittent fasting, and it would technically break my fast if I had it in the morning. So I am doing coffee, and I actually have some beta-alanine that I put in my coffee. So like the caffeine and the beta-alanine is similar, but it doesn't give you the same effects.
No.
It
So
doesn't
he
work.
has
it doesn't work the
so
same.
he has Energize like around 2 or 3 in the afternoons
and
to
it will,
get that
if
boost.
it's that after lunch
Yeah.
kind of lull that sometimes you'll see after lunch, you just kind of lose motivation, you're trying to get some stuff done in the afternoon, you just don't want to. That's another time we like to have some. If we're just having it, we'll shake up a little bit, a little scoop and 8 or 10 ounces of water and sip on it for an hour just to get stuff done in the afternoon. And it makes the focus come back and able to power through and get stuff done instead of just wasting your afternoon and going taking a nap or whatever.
So this is totally off topic of why most people use Energize, but I've been trying to cut back on having so many drinks, and so I've been questioning like, why is it that I want to have those things? And one of the reasons is because I feel like it will give me more energy and make me a more fun person to be around. So what I discovered is I really like taking like a LaCroix, like a raspberry flavored LaCroix, and maybe some orange juice or some apple juice, and then putting the Energize in it, and then just mixing it up, serving it over ice, and like drinking it when I'm like getting ready for a date, or like times that I would normally want to have a cocktail, having that, and it totally works. Like afterwards, I feel better even because I don't have like that weird feeling in my gut because the alcohol is sitting there. But I do feel energized and focused and clear and happy and like just ready to go. And because I have fixed that like need of having the drink when I usually will want to have one, it totally helps.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Tanya, I love that your husband's there. He's like, hey babe, it's your birthday, you want your present? I say that because I like know where Neil's head would be right now. Oh gosh, I'm the worst. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up, and the last thing that I want to do is go as quick as you can and find 3 things in your house that if you were deserted on a desert island, you would want to have with you. Okay?
Are we like bringing the things, or just telling?
Oh, I was gonna go grab them.
Oh, you're gonna go grab them?
Yeah, go grab them. I think that's more fun, or at least grab one of them. All right?
Wait, hold up. All right.
It's just a deserted island.
Okay, it's a deserted island.
It's just a deserted island. There's like one palm tree, maybe some fruit and vegetation, and that's about it. All right, go. And then we're coming back because we're gonna get kicked off. Go. 3 things. All right, I'm back. Wait, did you grab it? Oh, it's in your pocket. Get that away from me. Seriously, those things are sharp. Casey's like, I ran. I didn't drink the Energize and I ran. You have your things?
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta take Jeff a paper towel. I'll be right back.
Okay. See, we had a heads up because we already were thinking about what would our 3 things be. Or I was. It was probably because I want some of all of this right now. All right. You guys ready? Jessica's like, no way. I'm probably wiping Jackson's bottom right now, which I wouldn't bring. Okay, yeah, we're working on.
We just got inside. We have to go. Yeah, we're sorry.
All right, we will explain ours because I know we're gonna get kicked off of Zoom, but you should still find at least a couple things. All right, who wants to go first?
I guess I'll go.
Okay.
I really didn't even know what to think. So I need food. I need mental clarity and energy. And a lighter to keep warm.
Oh, that's smart. That's good. I'm going to go next because we're the same. So I have my Shakeology, which I actually wish I had your Shakeology. We've been getting the non-vegan lately. And then I have my Energize. Because yeah, I would want food and I would want the mental clarity and the energy. And my last one is exceptionally unpractical, but it's my baby blanket. Because I would need some comfort. Because even though I would have food and mental clarity, I would have no clue how to get off the island. So I would just be like, I'm just gonna die here. Oh gosh. So that's why I have you, because what you brought was very practical. It's kind of terrifying. You want to show?
I definitely brought a pistol.
Yeah. So you grabbed the gun from the safe, and I was like, oh,
It's for the sharks.
shooting sharks.
I'm gonna go fishing.
Yeah.
I got the biggest knife I had access to. So I can either finally prepare food or kill something. And then my third thing would be I would bring Tamara with me.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Because, it's deserted and I want, another person with me.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
See? So.
Okay. Yeah.
Make more babies.
Ah! Making all the babies. No, please don't. I would need way more Energize. Oh my goodness. Casey, do you want to go?
Yeah. So I got the lighter too. And now that I think about it, if I were to bring Jeff, it would just be another mouse to feed. So I brought a knife instead.
With a knife? Look at you guys.
And my toothbrush.
That's so funny.
Might not have toothpaste, but I'll have water.
You'll have water. That's so funny. Oh, good. Jess, have you thought of anything? Or been able to grab anything?
No.
I guess I'm bringing my kid because that's
We ain't leaving your side.
right. No. Anyways,
No.
the lighter is a good idea, but I haven't had a lighter in years. Yeah. Well, I guess we have one for candles somewhere. I don't know. I haven't used candles in forever. No, we're not going to use that, buddy. We're not going to use that. Here. Here.
Don't pull out the knife, Jessica.
All right.
An umbrella was actually something I was searching for frantically, but I couldn't find one. That would probably be my number one.
Umbrella for shade protection.
Yeah, because if there's one tree, screw that.
This is true. You'd have to like circle around the tree and move as the sun was moving. No. Well, that was our activity for the end of this. We were Googling some activities and we were like, I laughed as soon as I saw that. I was like, okay. But anyways, I really appreciate you guys showing up on this. Like we said, we would love to keep doing this. So there's differences between team meetups like this and team trainings like Coach Launch. So like Coach Launch, we'll do more of like practical training. The Tuesday night team calls that are with our upline team are actually, I would call a little bit more of a training call most of the time. So this call is more like, hey, like let's celebrate some successes. Let's just laugh and meet each other where we're at and just be real and honest. So if you come with wine and you want wine, come with wine. If you come with tea and you want tea, come with tea. If you're in your pajamas or if you're still in like
your Energized cocktail.
Or your Energized cocktail, come with it. So just come as you are and like be yourself because I know that was something, and I shared this in my text. I had realized when I was part of another fitness community in the past, before I was a Beachbody coach, that I kept wanting like recognition from the people that were leading it, and I could never get it. And then I always wanted like community with the other ladies that were in it, and I could never get that. And one of the reasons was because I wasn't really showing up, like I wasn't really asking for it. And then the other reason was it just wasn't like where I needed to be. And once I realized that, I just needed to kind of find my own people that would happen more naturally, and it has. And I've seen this in the past where team calls are just so much fun, or team meetups. I like to call them team meetups more than team calls, where team meetups like this can just be so much fun. And we kind of just have gotten out of the habit of doing it, probably just kids, jobs, all that stuff that I've let be an excuse. And I'm like, well, we all need to know each other. We see each other posting in a group, like I did my workout, I drank my shake, but like we don't really know each other. And like right now I can't be like, hey, we're gonna have a team retreat or we're gonna see each other at Summit and get to know each other, because none of those things are happening just yet. So I hope to just continue these and do these like every Monday so that try to make 2 of them a month. If you can make all of them, awesome. But I would say just aim for 2 that work for you and your schedule, and hopefully we can all start to just kind of connect and get to know each other, and just really go from there to form more of that team that's just like, we're here for each other, and like when you need something, you know that you have somebody that you can count on, that you're seeing every day, and you're showing up in your accountability groups. And then that'll also just help you have more fun in your accountability groups. So, all right, that's it. That's all I got.
Yep. Any feedback? Anything?
Yeah, any
else?
feedback? We're totally open for it. Just
The game was fun. Sorry I couldn't participate.
you did good. You did good. All right, y'all. Well, have a wonderful rest of your Monday and a great rest of your week. We will do this again. We're just gonna keep trying the same time for the next couple Mondays, and we'll go from there. And I will see y'all. We'll see you on the Facebook.
Say bye.
Bye, y'all.
Say bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, you know what? I need to do this before I end the meeting. You guys can go. I have to just do something on my computer before I end the meeting.
Nerd. Okay. See
Nerd.
y'all.
All right, bye. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. I needed to make sure I didn't have